This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back. End-of-life care is a tough subject to talk about, especially what type of healthcare patients should receive when their cancer is no longer responding to treatment. Today, many patients with advanced cancer are choosing hospice, but care given outside of hospice is also increasing. A new study examined what happens at the end of life for patients receiving hospice care compared to those who do not.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
Barry Kahn was married to his wife Sandy for 34 years when she passed away from cancer.
She fought for 16 years. She had cancer for 16 years.
Barry says it took a while, but his wife was the one who decided to enter hospice care.
She became sort of joyous, really comfortable, and coming to terms with the idea that her life was ending. It's a welcome relief from the kind of care that you get in the hospital.
Dr. Ziad Obermeyer is an emergency medicine physician. He often treats patients with cancer who are at the end of their life, many times using invasive procedures such as breathing tubes and catheters inserted through the neck.
When we were putting in these lines and tubes and drains, it didn't seem like anyone was paying attention to the whole patient. What's important, what kind of values, and what kind of death that patient wanted to have.
So Dr. Obermeyer from Brigham and Women's Hospital and his co-authors looked at Medicare patients diagnosed with poor prognosis cancers in the last year of their life. They compared those who enrolled in hospice to those who did not and looked at the different kinds of care they received.
The people who didn't choose hospice had a very different pattern of care. They cycled in and out of hospitals and ICUs. They got a lot more procedures. And that care was largely targeting conditions that actually weren't to do with treating their cancer. When you're comparing people with the exact same survival from diagnosis until death, you can achieve that outcome with far fewer hospitalizations, procedures, and discomfort to the patient by enrolling in hospice.
Barry says because of hospice, his wife was able to live fully during those final days.
The best thing for her was that she could be with her children in the most beautiful, natural way that she could be. At a certain point, you just have to realize that living is more important.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
And Dr. Obermeyer also says that the cost of care was significantly less for those enrolled in hospice. Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Loy Hickson issued a press release regarding a fatal motorcycle accident that occurred on Highway 160. On Friday night, a maroon and white 2002 Yamaha Classic was traveling eastbound on State Route 160 approaching mile marker 18 in Clark County. The driver, 43-year-old Dicky Chavez from Sirocco, New Mexico, failed to maintain the travel lane. He was ejected from the bike and pronounced deceased on scene. Other factors into why Chavez allowed the motorcycle to leave the roadway are still under investigation. Valley Electric Association held their 50th anniversary celebration at their annual meeting Saturday at Pahrump Valley High School.
Yes, it's our 50th anniversary. We're excited about it. You know, it's quite an accomplishment for our members. 50 years ago, they started a utility. We're still here today, thriving and an integral part of our community. And so we've got a lot of attendance today, and so we're looking forward to the celebration.
This is the annual meeting here at Pahrump Valley High School. Tell everybody what that is.
Okay, that's the annual membership. We are a member-owned cooperative, and so on an annual basis, we do have an annual meeting, general membership meeting, in which all of our members come in and we deliver reports, etc. And so it's a greatness on a different sort of a level, other than receiving their bills on a monthly basis. And so we look forward to this each and every year.
What are some of the highlights of today?
The highlights today obviously are the unveiling of our 50th anniversary movie, the video on Valley Electric and how we started, and the documentary includes some great interviews from some of our founding board members and founding members in the community. Other things we're going to talk about is the expansion of broadband, fiber optics throughout the communities in which we serve, etc. So a lot of good information is going to be passed on to our members today, and of course they've always got great questions for us, so it's just a really good opportunity for us to connect with our members.
Let's talk about broadband.
Okay, so right now we're conducting a survey, but our plans are full intentions to run fiber optics to our members throughout our service area, whether it be in Sandy Valley, Pahrump, Beatty, Amargosa, all the way to Fish Lake Valley.
That's already started, hasn't it?
Yes, yes. We've already got the backbone infrastructure in. That's what makes it so easy for us to go ahead and offer it to the end-use consumer, our members, is because the backbone is already in, and that's a part of the operations of Valley Electric. So for us to extend that service to our members was really a natural. And what's really ironic is that it runs parallel with what we did 50 years ago. We were created to provide a service, electricity, that wasn't being provided by the private sector. Here we are 50 years later looking at running fiber for the same reason.
So many exciting things coming about. I know that you guys had your district meetings recently and kind of hinted and talked a little bit about these. So we're going to be going into great detail with these. If people have questions, can they call Valley Electric?
Absolutely. We always encourage people to give a call or to stop by. You know, I've got an open door policy. And so if a member wants to know particular details, what we're doing, why we're doing it, yeah, please feel free to give me a call.
And a ribbon cutting was held Saturday afternoon at VIP All-Stars.
Good afternoon. I'm Sally Kerr with the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce, and we're here today to welcome Michelle Ellsworth opening her new gym. We're going to have ribbon cut today for VIP All-Stars located at 301 Oxbow. With that, Michelle, we're asking you to cut the ribbon.
VIP All-Stars is a newly gym that we just opened up this last season. In 2014, we started out over on Blag and Irene. We started out as dance expressions. We had competitive all-star cheer dance at that time and recreational dance as well. We have now relocated and rebranded. We are now VIP All-Stars cheer dance and gymnastics. We offer competitive, recreational, special needs teams as well as prep teams.
For all ages?
For all ages, 2 to 18.
And then boys and girls, right?
Boys and girls. We are a co-ed gym. We do enjoy everybody coming down to the gym and learning new skills, techniques, and we really work on progression with the kids.
Tell me about some of the classes you offer.
We offer ballet, tap, jazz, lyrical, acro, tumbling, competitive all-star cheer, competitive all-star gymnastics, competitive all-star dance for ages 2 to 18.
And a little bit about the fees. Do you have any discounts?
We do. We have a sibling discount of 15% off each child that is your second child or more. We also have our $40 a month program for our new prep cheer program this year. It's for those who really do not want to do a full year commitment with our all-star team. They can do our prep program, and it's 1 day a week for $40 a month.
And how do you like the new location?
Oh, we love it. The ceilings are high. We got our new springboard floors in, so we have 8-inch springboard floors for the kids. A new tumble track, beautiful interior, and we just got done remodeling.
People can come on by. What's the business hours?
3:30 to 8:30, Monday through Friday.
And then what's the phone number for more information?
775-764-0429.
And do you have a website?
We do. It's VIP-allstars.com.
Congratulations once again. Opening statements began for the trial for the Colorado theater shooter James Holmes today. Holmes is accused of opening fire on the cinema filled with spectators watching a midnight showing of what was the new Batman film, The Dark Knight Rises, in June of 2012. 12 people were killed and 70 others were maimed or injured in Aurora, Colorado. Holmes appeared at the showing dressed like the Joker with red-orange hair, body armor, and carried several guns, including an AR-15 rifle, lots of ammo, and wore a gas mask. Holmes is pleading guilty by reason of insanity. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. More local news after the break. We have an update on Buddy the dog that broke his leg when stepping off some stairs.
He went through a pretty extensive surgery in his elbow. He had a condylar fracture, but it was a pretty interesting surgery, but got pretty close to the growth plates, so he's got to be pretty careful for the next 6 to 9 weeks. Hopefully he turns out okay.
And so the vet did surgery on him, put everything back in place. There were some issues about his health when he was in the surgery, but he's okay?
Yep, so far. We thought he was going to have parvo. They did a test, but he came out negative. So.
Because you actually had him vaccinated for parvo, and so that was kind of shocking for them to even say that he might.
Yes, when I rescued the dog, I got him all vaccinated, got his parvo test. He came out negative, and he was doing just fine up until the surgery.
And so how's he doing now? I know he's on pain meds.
It's kind of interesting. Now that he's on pain meds, when he's on pain meds, he's just kind of relaxed and doesn't do anything.
Except for biting microphones.
Right. But when he's off the pain meds, like he has been today, as you can see, he's pretty playful. So he seems to be in pretty good spirits.
He likes a microphone. Hi, buddy. How you doing? All right. John, we're so glad to see that Buddy is okay. And the veterinary office, what is their name again?
It's Dr. Maurer and Cheyenne Animal Hospital.
And so we want to thank Dr. Maurer for taking Buddy in and doing the surgery on him. He's got a little of recovery to do. You're only $100 away for paying Dr. Maurer, which he let you take Buddy home.
Yes, he was actually very generous. We put a down payment, and he let me take Buddy home in good faith that we'd pay the rest of the bill.
And so you are in the process of taking care of that. The GoFundMe account is almost at the goal that you wanted to reach?
Yes, unfortunately the GoFundMe account, in order for them to run their website, it is they take $5 out of each donation. So unfortunately, whatever it says on GoFundMe, they take $5 or 5% off of that. And then it takes 4 to 5 days for me to receive that money.
And that'll go, of course, Dr. Maurer. So if anybody wants to pay the last $100,
yes, that would be very helpful. That way I can get him all taken care of, and I won't have to worry about any future vet bills. So.
And then I'm sure he's got a permanent vet with Dr. Maurer.
Absolutely, Dr. Maurer is amazing. I'd recommend him to anybody.
Loretta Lynch was sworn in as the new U.S. Attorney General today, replacing Eric Holder. Lynch, the country's first African-American woman to serve in the role, had her nomination held up for more than 5 months over politicking in the Senate. The Senate voted 56-43 to confirm Lynch. Let's join Courtney Solomon with Weekend Sports.
Weekend Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. The PVHS baseball team defeated Cheyenne High School on Friday 10-3. The Trojans are sitting in third place with an 8-4 conference record behind Faith Lutheran and Spring Valley, who both only have one conference loss. There are only 2 regular season games left. The PVHS softball team beat Cheyenne High School 6-4. The Trojans led 6-0 after 2 innings. They're currently in 5th in league with a 6-6 conference record. Tomorrow will be the last home games of the season against Mojave at 3:30. Thursday is the last game of the regular season against Faith Lutheran on the road. The younger track and field athletes competed at a freshman-sophomore meet on Friday. The boys came in 4th place as a team, and individually, Dylan Montgomery was 2nd in the triple jump and 3rd in the 110-meter hurdles, and Bryce Odegaard was 1st in the 2-mile, 2nd in the mile, and 3rd in the 800-meter run. For the girls, Kaylee Havel was 3rd in shot put. The boys' golf team has their last league match on Wednesday at Siena Golf Club in Las Vegas. The NFL draft starts this Thursday. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the first-round draft pick this year, and it appears they will be taking Jameis Winston, Florida State quarterback, despite so many off-the-field issues, including being accused of rape, stealing crab legs from grocery stores, and causing a scene in the Florida State Student Union by yelling vulgar, sexually explicit phrases, which led to his suspension. However, Lovie Smith, the Bucs head coach, is convinced he is making the right decision. Round 1 of the draft starts at 5 p.m. on Thursday, rounds 2 and 3 start at 4 p.m. Friday, and rounds 4 through 7 start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs are coming to a close. The Golden State Warriors, the Washington Wizards, and the Cleveland Cavaliers have defeated their opponents in 4 games, solidifying their spot in the second round of the tournament. This has been Weekend Sports. I'm Courtney Solomon with News 46.
Thanks so much, Courtney. Wow, it was a crazy storm on Saturday. When we return, we'll have your weather with Noah Beacon.